Snow Miano. I have the Miano Tire Company. Bitch. So, have you ever been driving down the road on a pretty scary day? The clouds are gray, the weather's kind of rapidly changing, and you wonder if your tires are going to be able to, sustain the, altering conditions. Have you ever been, has it ever been snowy out and you need to go to the store to grab bread or milk or something to eat during the snowstorm, and you're just not too sure if your tires are going to be able to hold out? Well, I have created the Apex tires, something to revolutionarily change the whole tire market. They're the most technologically advanced tire in the entire tire market. They're AI-based, which means that the tires, they conform with the road and they allow interface and interaction with the driver as well. They're made up of graphene, which is the strongest rubber ever produced, and it's to ensure that the tire is structurally sound and that it does not rip, tear, break, or go flat like whatsoever. The tread of the Apex tires is molds with the road, so it's not just a stationary tread. It's something that molds with the road and the rocks and the gravel and this and that and the rain, and so it could easily form and contort to the road, so it's better traction. So what makes them better? So the Apex tires, since they are a truly revolutionary idea, it brings modern high-tech qualities to a somewhat boring product. Tires, they're not very technologically advanced. They're just rubber and some metal on a wheel, right? But the goal of the Apex tires is to reduce the hazards and the risks of driving, especially during unsafe and rapidly changing conditions, which is my overall goal with the Apex tires. So why me? So I believe that personally that I'll be able to take the risks and achieve this goal because many people nowadays, they're becoming anxious with the roads, including myself. You never know the road conditions, you never know how they're going to be, especially with the weather now that it's summertime. There's going to be rainstorms and thunderstorms all the time. So everyone, I believe, has become a little anxious with the road conditions, and I feel, including myself as a driver, that something needs to change. So also, why now? So many accidents have occurred due to unsafe road conditions. That's one of the leading causes of accidents. The tires give way or the driver loses control. And that's a big thing with cars and with drivers. So financial. So my startup cost to build a factory is $400,000. Rent for a store, for a retail store to sell my tires is $3,000 a month. Shipping, my shipping lanes would be $5.75 to ship one single tire on a 100 tire shipping truck. And for the tire cost to sell the tire would be $20, including rubber, metal, and other materials that go into making a tire.
Is that a retail cost, or is that a cost to a like a resale?
That is a retail price. Okay. That is what I'll sell my tires at.
What was the retail price?
For the tire, $20.
For what tire?
No, actually, excuse me, that's to make the tires. It's $20 to make the tire. Excuse me, I'm sorry about that.
So that's your cost to make the tire?
Yeah, that's the cost. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, that's the cost to make the tire.
What's the price point on the tire? $150?
So yes, I'll get to that next slide.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So this is my pricing. So it's $150 with a 650% markup, with a gross margin percent of 87%. So I will sell my tire at $150.
Okay, so a set of 4 is $600.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
And how does it? Are you not done yet? I'm sorry. Keep going.
So this is what I'm asking for. I'm asking for a $400,000 investment with a 20% stake in the company. So in conclusion, Apex tires, they're an innovative and technologically advanced product, new idea, that will ensure safe travel anywhere you go, guaranteed. This is the product for people who are willing to take the risk of actually investing in a new tire and looking at a new alternative instead of the old boring tires that you get from any other retail tire store. So that is the Apex tire.
How does,
Hi, I'm Sam Johnson. I'm the founder and CEO of Backpacking Solutions. Basically, as a little bit of background information, have any of you ever heard of Fjall Raven? You probably haven't. I wouldn't be surprised. This is a Fjall Raven backpack. It is a Swedish backpack and clothing company. They do handmade products. They're very high quality. And like I said, they're based out of Sweden. And I own 2 of their bags. I own this one, it's my daily backpack for school. And I have a smaller one that I use when I'm just like not home in town. So I love these bags. They're my favorite products I've ever owned. They're very high quality. I haven't had a single problem with them yet. That being said, the only problem I do have is that if you can see these water bottles or these side pockets, you can't fit a water bottle. There's nothing like this thing. This is my daily water bottle. Not gonna fit. So I have to open it up like this, and it has a snow lock on it, waterproof it. And I have to go open this all the way up and put my water bottle in here, which does take up space that I could otherwise be using for my books and stuff. And I have to think about that when I want to pack a water bottle. So what my product does, here's my background. I already talked about that. What my product is the toggle board. That is Swedish for accessory. And what it does is it has, so you see on there, it's a little pouch, and it has a backboard on it. It's not pictured here. It has a little plastic thin backboard on it that fits down this side pocket to add a water bottle holder. I've looked everywhere. I mean, personally, owning this bag, I've looked everywhere for a product like this because it's been an issue for me. I couldn't find it anywhere, so this is what I wanted to create. It's made from heavy duty plastic. The backboard is, and then the pouch is a fabric blend. It slides down, like I said, it slides down in the side pocket. Financials, I'm asking, well, my startup costs are $49,200. This includes my supplies, manufacturing, labor. Initially, these will be handmade in small quantities. Like I said, this is a small market. My cost of goods sold is $20, about $20 for one, and I plan to sell it at about $100. My break-even is at 622 units, and like I said before, this is a niche market, and I have a complete monopoly over it because no one else offers anything like this. I'm asking for a $17,220 in return for a 35% stake, and a 3% royalty on all sales up to $500,000. It's open to negotiation, and for the future, I would like to pursue a licensing deal with Fjall Raven to offer this product through their websites and their channels. So it'll be a win-win for both companies. Just fix their problems. Any questions?
so is it designed just for that one backpack?
Well, they have this particular bag. It's called the Rucksack number 21. They have 3 sizes in this: small, medium, large. This is the medium. They have more camping backpacks. They have water bottle holders, but there's like huge backpacking bags, for like trips.
Do you know what what you're designing is to go with that particular brand of backpack? I mean, is there other backpacks that people can use? So what are the sales of that particular? It sounds like you're trying to partner with them. So how many backpacks do they sell? Do you know?
They don't do a whole. I mean, they obviously don't sell as much as like North Face or Patagonia, but what I've noticed is they have a really high brand loyalty. People love their products. People that buy their products love them, almost universally. They do a good amount of sales. Last time I checked, they probably sold, I think, about like 5,000 of these bags a year. Not a ton, but again, when I explained it, I feel like everyone would want this attachment because it's a universal problem. I've seen reviews. They say they love the bag, but they just can't. They don't have anywhere to put their water bottle. So
Do most backpacks have a side pouch?
I feel like most do.
So you actually could use your product you're talking about with any product, with any bag that has a slot
Mhm.
that your device could fit in.
And any bag that doesn't have like a big enough pouch,
Yeah.
it could attach to it. So I mean, personally, I wanted to market it towards,
100 pairs? I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll make you an offer. I'll give you 100,000. I'll give you 200,000. You bump that up. I'll give you 200,000, but I want 50% of the company. Reason being is, you have a good idea. I mean, I'm with Mr. Hebert here. Feet are important things, and when you're uncomfortable, you're uncomfortable. Where you're gonna run into problems and where you're gonna need my cash to make a difference is not making that $1 million and that, hitting that target sales match. It's gonna be what you're gonna take to get to that point. Cause startup, you're gonna sell that many shoes in the first month. People usually run into problem in cash flow. It's not that you don't have a good idea, you got a great idea, but it takes a little bit of time for everybody to get used to it. And so the ramp up is where you're gonna run into issues. My suggestion, if you're interested in taking my 200,000 for 50%, cause that 200,000 is your cash flow that's gonna get you to that point where you can sell that many. Without it, I've seen a lot of good companies fall apart because they just didn't have the cash in hand to keep themselves going while they built their business, okay? Because you gotta buy materials, you gotta have stock, you gotta have all that kind of stuff up front. As you think through these things, think that's generous.
I would rather you, maybe rethink your target market, like they were saying, of either make it a little more designer if you're going for the Gen X millennials, or make it strictly comfort. I like the idea of a potential patent. Patents are extremely important, and I think this kind of business particularly. But again, we would have to work on who actually your target market and what kind of product you would be after.
yeah, that was just to get everything covered.
Alright, I'm gonna make a counter offer to them. I'm gonna offer you, I wanna offer you 150,000 for 35% of your company. 50,000 of that is a loan, so in terms of a note that you're gonna pay me back over 5 years at the rate of I'll use prime, which is like 6.5% right now. And I also get 5% royalty on every shoe that you sell. So you're gonna be able to keep more of your company, you'll be able to keep control of your company with me, and you're getting a cash flow loan of 50,000, I'm investing the 100 that you want plus an extra 50. Now I just want a royalty on the shoe.
Royalty in perpetuity.
Oh.
All right,
Yeah,
Antonio.
those are some interesting offers.
Yeah, decide which offer you'd like to accept.
Well, I appreciate the joint offer, you know, I'd rethink the target market, but I was basing the business in a blue collar area where there's a lot of working people. There's young people within the Gen Z generation and millennial generation, that's why I was gearing towards that workforce market. And there's always gonna be an outdoors market, so that's where I was focusing, but basing towards the baby boomers would be a great idea because that's a growing market, because there's also inserts you can buy like Dr. Scholl's, for instance. But having a custom tailored shoe, it's like a custom tailored suit. No one can wear it or have it. So, I'm gonna have to go with you for the 35%. I appreciate the offer. I appreciate everything. Thank you. I'd like to keep more market share in the company. And I appreciate everything. Thank you.
This is my company is called Electro Rap, and my name is Marcel Peel. Okay. Do you ever wish your car was a different color, like you're bored of the current color of your car? Well, I'm the inventor of the first electronic color selecting car wrap that is controlled with Bluetooth controls that are like installed in your vehicle. And if you happen to have like a navigation screen, it can be installed in that and just be a little touch button. Well, with the use of extremely advanced technology such as LEDs compacted into a thin, flexible car wrap, and a motherboard which is installed under your hood, which controls everything with the product, that'll make it possible. A standard car wrap job will cost you around $3,000 for a basic car wrap, and that's probably before the labor fees. But just for a basic like white or black car wrap, it'll be like $3,000. And once that color is installed, you're stuck with it unless you want to get that one removed, which is gonna be a fee for the removal, and then pay at least another $3,000 for the new wrap. It just all adds up. So with the Electro wrap, the cost is $5,310, which is included with the lifetime warranty. So if anything were to happen, it gets scratched or for some reason it's like malfunctions, which it won't, but it'll be fixed for free. And like I said, you just select the color on the control panel and boom, your vehicle's a different color. Management, I believe I deserve the chance with your money because I'm well qualified for what I'm trying to accomplish, and I've been a car fanatic my whole life. I'm determined, very reliable, and I fully believe that once I get my business up and running, it'll be a big hit and bring in lots of revenue. So for the financial side, I'm asking for $175,000 to get my business up and running for 1 year, and I would have your money paid back to you by January 2021. My shop is located, and obviously the operating costs and revenue would increase. I have a video of a guy installing that.
On a monthly basis.
It's like 13.
It was 14 just to break even.
13 and a half, 14, okay.
Yeah.
I got go ahead.
Go ahead.
I got just a question on you on the rent, on the space where you're gonna be. You're going to LA and you're gonna get a space for $900,000, and you said it's $12,500 a month for 72 months. That's to pay off the space?
Yes.
So you're gonna own the space?
Yes.
And where are you gonna get this $900,000 to buy the space? Are you gonna try and get like someone to lease to own the space, or do you have like if someone owns a building and it says, okay, you can pay, does that price include interest as well, or? I'm just curious how you're coming